Hi, good morning. It's been a minute since I vlog or like film anything because I took a trip at the end of January, and then when I came back I got sick, and then there's Lunar New Year and then I got sick again. So I haven't been vlogging at all, but I have been trying to like finish a lot of my whips from last year. And yeah, basically I've been doing a lot of knitting, so I think I will just like show you what I've been up to this past month. So I finished the balaclava that I was working on in the last vlog, and I did get a couple wears out of this when it was really cold and then we had like a day of snow, and then it was really cold for like the following days, and then it got like warm again, and then you know I went to California for my trip, so it wasn't that cold. But I also finished my sienna cardigan. If you guys follow me on Instagram or like if you're on the Discord, you may have already seen I finished this. I wanted to bring this on the trip with me. This was the priority for like a week before my trip, so I finished it finally. I started this, I think it was like back in August, I'm not sure, but she's done and she's blocked and she's been worn many times. This is the sienna cardigan crochet pattern by the Knotical. It's crochet but it looks knitted. I really like how the stitches look, and I made this with Drops Lima, and I feel like it's a little bit like stretchy and drapey. Like I low-key feel like I made the back too big now because the sleeves keep falling off when I wear them. So if you're planning to make this, or if you're making this, make sure you like make it a little bit smaller, so because it will stretch out, like the stitches will stretch out quite a bit. It's just really comfy to wear and I'm in love with this, but it used up a lot of yarn. I think one sleeve was 2 balls of Drops Lima, so like it's like 100 grams of yarn for each sleeve, and she's a heavy girl, but love her. Been wearing this a lot and it's really warm as well. So that's the first thing I finished. I also wanted to finish the weekend hat before I went on my trip, but I just couldn't because I was working on that piece. So it was the first thing I finished when I came back, and there she is. This color. How can you not love this color? This is triple fold. Okay, my hair's a little wet, but this is triple folded 1x1 rib beanie, and I really like how the top looks. It's really cute. It's giving Sunny Angel. But yeah, that's the weekend hat. I do want to make another one of this because I just really like how it looks, but it just takes so long. Because, okay, let me show you how long it is. And it's like 1x1 rib, 3.5mm needles. So I used the Merino from Kremke wool that they kindly gifted to me, and I really like this yarn. It's so soft. It's already like peeling a little bit, but that's not a big deal to me, to be honest. And I really like this color. It's the color 05, and the weight I use is the 110. I'm not sure if that's, I feel like that's like a DK weight yarn. I do have 2 skeins left. They sent me like 4, so I might make like an Oslo hat. I don't know if I want like 2 beanies in the same color, but I really like this yarn. I kind of want to make a sweater out of this yarn, but the thing is I can't find any yarn store in the US that carry this yarn, and the shipping is quite expensive. So it's all the way from Europe, so if you like based in Europe, you might be able to try this because the yarn itself is quite affordable. So I highly recommend. So when my local yarn store starts carrying the Merino, I will be getting some and make a sweater out of this lovely yarn. And then I started this a little bit before my trip. This is the step-by-step sweater by Handmade by Florence, and I'm using my Noro yarn. If you all remember this Noro yarn that I wanted to make a cardigan out of, and I was like worried about the stripes. This is, let me demonstrate. This is what I was talking about. How like the body was knitted in like a raglan, so one roll is like thinner, and then when you get to the sleeve, the roll is a lot thicker. But I mean, like right here it's not too bad. Like it doesn't really bother me that much. But if it was a cardigan, I feel like it would be more like obvious because like you work in like so many different sections. This is just like the yoke. the sleeve and then the body. So it's not that bad. The thing with Noro yarn is like, it's so worth it, guys. Like, it's worth like the knitting experience, because like, look at the colors and the quality of the yarn. Like, I feel like it gets softer and softer the more you touch it, and it's gonna get even softer after washing. I know it's like an expensive yarn, like this is probably like the most expensive piece I own right now, but it's so worth it. Like, it was a nice treat to myself. On sale from littleknits.com. So if you guys want to get some Noro, I recommend you check this website out. They do like 20%, sometimes 30 or 40% off a lot of like more expensive yarns. So I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But I was also worried that I wasn't gonna have enough. I only had 2 skeins of this. This is like the remaining of the second skein. But I was worried that I wouldn't have enough yarn to do the ribbing. And then, spoiler, and then I saw this girl. I've been following her for a while because I just love everything she makes. Her name is Millie. What's Millie making on Instagram, and she knitted this same sweater with the same yarn but just in a different colorway. And then she didn't have enough of the main Noro color, so she did the ribbing, like the cuffs and the body ribbing, in solid color. I just really like how it looks. I'm making a size C, but I accidentally did like an extra row of increase, so I have more stitches on the body and on the sleeve, so it's like kind of like a hybrid between C and D. But if you're planning to make this same sweater with this same yarn, I think from sizes A to C you should be able to get away with only 2 skeins. You can just make the ribbing a little bit shorter, or like the sleeve. But because I already kind of like, okay, I found this yarn and I already like kind of like made up my mind about doing the ribbing in solid colors, and I bought this yarn. Is the Malabrigo worsted, I think that's what it's called, and then it's in the color lettuce. I don't know, it's just like, when I saw that color, that yarn, I just had to get it. I just feel like it just blends so well with the rest of the colors. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the ribbing in a solid color, and I did 1 cuff already. I have to do another one, and then the body, and then I'll be done. So that's one piece that I have been working on. I did Italian bind off for the cuff because I just really like how it looks. But yeah, this color is so pretty. And then the last thing, no, 2 more actually. The next thing that I've been trying to finish is the winona polo pullover. Again, I started this back in like October last year, and this is my progress. I finished another sleeve. The last time I showed you, I think I only had 1 sleeve, but I did finish the other one. For some reason, I just, the gauge, the double knitted cuff, I just couldn't get the gauge right. Like, this is the second cuff, and this was the first one. Like, look at how neat the first one was, and then look at this. Look at this messy little girl. I already redid this 2 times, and it's still really like messy looking. I don't know why that is, because I use the exact same needles and size. So yeah, but like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I think it will block out fine, so I'll just leave it as that. So I have been working on the body right now. It's so many stitches. I'm trying to force myself to knit at least 10 rolls a day on the body so I can get it done, you know. And then I still have to do like a double knitted collar, and the body, like the hem, is gonna be folded. So yeah, I feel like I'm already halfway. So yeah, this is like one of like a mindless project for me, so I've been trying to get this done so I can focus on new things, which is my cloud sweater. I was supposed to start this kind of like a knit along, knit together cowl thing on the live stream, but because I got sick and then I couldn't do it last week because of Lunar New Year. But I feel like most of you from Discord had already started, like 2 of you have like a whole body done already, but I casted this on in the beginning of February. This is the cloud sweater. I'm using the Berroco Mochi in this green tea color. I wasn't gonna like use more hair with this because I feel like this yarn's already like kind of like hairy and like sheddy by itself already, but because I did a swatch with, so I couldn't meet gauge with 4.5, so I have to go up to 5, and then this yarn by itself with 5mm is very like airy and see-through, and it's not the look I'm going for, so I tried with more hair and it's a bit more like structured. So I am holding this is Drops Kid Silk leftover from my boyfriend's sleepover, so I think I have 2 more. I probably need to buy more, but yeah, it's what I had in my stash, so I try it and it looks pretty nice together. It makes this yarn, it makes the main color yarn a little bit lighter, which is cute. So there is my cloud sweater. I really like the details, like the pearl details of this sweater, and then I like how like the collar and the cuff and the hem is like folded, so that's why I wanted to make this sweater. But if you are also making the cloud sweater, you can join the Discord, or I'll try to knit this on live stream every Saturday 2 p.m. Central, so if you want to knit along, you are welcome to join. Yeah, I really want to finish the other 2 projects so I can focus on this. And I also have another thing that I want to make as well, so I am making my boyfriend drive me to a yarn store today because I want to look at some yarn. I'm looking for like a specific red, so yeah, I want to try to finish those 2 and then I can start working on my cloud sweater, and there's another project that I want to start as well. So I will keep you guys updated. I'm going to a yarn store later, so yeah, I'll see you. Got home, so it's haul time. This was my first local yarn store experience, and I was a little nervous when I went in because, like, you know, I don't want people to be like talking to me because I don't know what to say, but I just wanted to go and look at I was looking for like a specific red yarn, and I was looking up Cascade Merino. I know this is superwash. I want like Merino yarn, and then I think Cascade used to do like a Merino like non-superwash, but I don't think they do that anymore. And then they have like the other line of Merino yarn, but they don't have that many colors to choose from, so I went with superwash because I want to make this like wrap cardigan thing. I wanted to go in and see in person like different shades of red, so I ended up choosing this one. I think this is called Cherry. So hopefully it looks good with my skin. It's looking really bright on the screen right now. I don't know how it's gonna look. I would say this is more of like a warm tone. Hi, this is editing ribs here. For some reason the yarn looks super orange on my camera, but it's actually a lot cooler in person. I think I was looking at the viewfinder, that's why I said it has warm undertones, but it's actually a lot cooler in real life. So here's a picture of the yarn with a more accurate color. Like, this is a lot closer to what it actually looks like in real life. Anyway, back to the vlog. Bye. Yeah, it was my first time going to like a local yarn store, and it was really nice. I wanted to buy everything. They didn't have that many. They didn't have the Cascade 220, but they had a lot of Sandus yarn, and that was like my first time seeing Sandus yarn in person. And then I was kind of surprised at how small the balls were. Like, it's even smaller than Drops yarn. But I did look at a few of them, and then they had like a little sample of the yarn knitted up of the Sandus yarn duo, and I really like, it's like cotton merino, and I really like that one. So I'm gonna find a project to make with that yarn, but overall it was nice and I want to go back again. But yeah, that's my little haul. Might as well just show you what I recently bought. I bought this back in like December from Michael's when they were having like a holiday sale, but I feel like one would have been enough because I am going to make kind of like a bandana headband thing for my friend. She has asked me to make her one, and then she gave me a reference picture, but I feel like this one would have been enough. But because they had like the buy one get one whatever going on, so I had to get two. I got two of that. And then I showed this on the stream yesterday. I also picked up, I went to Joann's with my sister last week on Lunar New Year, and I picked up this Lion brand Fair Isle yarn. I really like this color. I love pink and green. Pink and green is so cute together. I think I'm planning to make kind of like a raglan top with this as well. I still got two because I don't know, it just feels like a good like quantity to buy. Like, you can't buy one, at least buy two. I don't know. That's how I shop for yarn. That's like all the yarn that I recently bought. I got 5 of this. It's looking so bright on camera. But yeah, this is a nice red. I will put like a picture, a reference picture somewhere so you can see if it's like matches the piece I'm trying to make. But